All right, let's talk some more about neurotransmitters. To make this a very simple way of thinking of it, the way I think of it, I would say a neurotransmitter is basically drugs that are naturally found in your body. That's really what drugs are. When you hear the word drugs, okay, whether you're thinking recreational or something that is actually medicinal, drugs are what humans have found from outside the body that we can put into the body and either replace naturally occurring neurotransmitters or block naturally occurring neurotransmitters. Okay, so this is the world of drugs. So neurotransmitter inside, drug comes from the outside, basically. And here on this screen, I have some very common neurotransmitters that I think you should know a little bit about because they're mentioned in the book, as well as they might come up on a test as far as not what is it, but they'll refer to it, and I want you to have heard it before. So acetylcholine, okay, is a neurotransmitter that when you have plenty of it, it allows for smooth muscle movement. That's why I can do this, okay? For all you Noel fans, whoa, for the Gator fans, this right here allows you to move your muscles smoothly. When you have a problem with it, when it doesn't act appropriately or you don't have enough or it's blocked, that's when you get into the shaking, the Parkinson's disease, okay? And things you tend to think of with the elderly because their brain just stops producing the amount of acetylcholine that they need. Okay, people aren't trying to make these. They're not trying to do this. This is not something that's a goal. It's something that they have no choice. It's just something that when you don't have acetylcholine functioning properly, you're going to have movement issues. Okay. Then we have dopamine. All right, influences movement again. Another one. Learning, attention, and emotion. Dopamine is very powerful. We want dopamine in our system. When you don't have enough dopamine or you have too much dopamine, it can be a problem. You actually want it to be within a certain range. So this, in this area right here is what you want. If it goes too high or too low, you can either end up with depression or schizophrenia. Okay, this is a big thing with schizophrenia, which we'll talk about when we get to the schizophrenia chapter or the abnormal chapter. Serotonin, it's the neurotransmitter of basically affects mood, hunger, sleep, and arousal. Mood, big one. It is what there's a huge market for affecting serotonin in people's minds today because we have found some people don't make enough of it on their own. And that creates the general happy feeling that I would say the majority of the population just feels. Some people, their brains work too efficiently and it does not leave enough serotonin in their brain for them to just feel happy, just sitting there happy. Oh, life is good. Things will work out. Okay, positive view. Norepinephrine helps control alertness and arousal. Again, this is something that goes on with like keeping you awake. If you have issues with this, you could be groggy, things like that. GABA. Yes, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Let's just call it GABA. A major inhibitory neurotransmitter. Undersupply linked to seizures, tremors, and insomnia. So you can see why that would be important. And then glutamate, a major excitatory neurotransmitter involved in memory. Okay, oversupply can overstimulate brain production, producing migraines or seizures. Okay, which is why some people avoid MSG, which is salt. Okay, and so on. So a lot of these things, depending on your own body chemistry, some of these things are very foreign to you. These ailments, like, wow, I didn't know why people had this problem or that problem, and it's because differing levels of neurotransmitters are working at different amounts in each individual's body. Okay, go figure. I'm sure you've heard of people with high cholesterol. That's a whole nother issue with neurotransmitters. I personally my family's always had extremely low cholesterol. When I was younger, I could never understand what everybody was talking about with cholesterol, this and that and this and that. I finally gave up worrying about it. I eat eggs constantly. I eat eggs probably 4 or 5 times a week. Don't worry about it. But they used to say, if you eat eggs, you get high cholesterol and you'll die. But thus far, I'm here. Okay.